that energy. I need that energy. Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy. Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy. Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy. So turn up.
What it is, people, what it do, what it be, what it see,
We back.
D, E, F, G. We are back with another episode
J.
of
Cole said
ABOV
that.
The Multiverse
We back.
podcast. Oh, yeah. Elite.
Yeah. We back.
So, yeah, we're back again, guys. Another episode of ABOV The Multiverse podcast. You know what it is. That's Avery Harden. I'm Adrian Blest.
Cheers.
And we got a debate about what's the greatest show, who's the greatest MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, or me. But the three greatest shows right now. These shows, what's the better show?
You said 3?
There's 3 shows, and that's the thing.
What's the third one?
Exactly. You're missing out on one of them. There is Agatha All Along.
Fire.
There's The Penguin.
Might be the GOAT right now.
So good. Rings of Power.
Oh,
which is
shoot. I'm so behind. I'm behind. Yeah.
Good,
I'm
dude.
behind.
It's so
I'm behind.
good. You're
I'm behind. I'm behind. I gotta finish. I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished.
Well, here's the thing that's funny. Is that, yes, you're almost finished with The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I know.
There's still The Hobbit, if you want to watch The Hobbit,
shoot.
technically.
And then it's another season.
Rings of Power.
It's
But, like, you have to really, really love Lord of the Rings to really appreciate this show, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I love it yet.
And I think that's what I think. So maybe we'll watch it together, because Kat told me that she was like, I think if I watched this by myself, I would have hated it. But because I watched it with you, like explaining to me like how things relate and what things are and stuff, I was like, oh, and she started really liking it.
Okay.
So now she like loves it. Like the other night we just put on The Hobbit, like just the battle scene, because it's so good, and knew all the characters' names and everyone, and she was like, oh, I like this guy and this guy sucks, and I was like, damn, like you're never really invested in any of these movies, but The Hobbit she's invested in.
Okay.
So I think you just gotta watch, because it's sick once I get you into it. But we'll talk about that later. Screw all that. We're here to talk about. Let's just talk about the main thing that I think I know you want to talk about, because it just happened last night.
Man, dude.
So
Penguin is so good, bro. The Penguin is so good, bro. Let me tell you something, man. And I didn't want to, but I did it anyway. I didn't want to watch a breakdown because I wanted to be surprised. Because they're hinting in the show, guys. They're hinting at the Hangman. Now, if you don't know the comics, you don't know what that is. I didn't know what that was, and I'm hearing Hangman, and I'm seeing how crazy Falcone's daughter is, and like
Sophia.
I'm like, and she's fire, dude. She keeps looking sexier and sexier.
She's crazy. Yeah. She has crazy eyes.
But I like that. I like that.
Stay away from that.
Especially when
get you in trouble.
Especially when the therapist had her, and she was like,
oh yeah.
I was like, yo, she got sexy. Anyways, they kept, it's obviously everything leading up to her being something, and I didn't know. And then I watched Screen Crush, and then they were like, "Oh, she's."
But like, that's not like a huge character. Like the Hangman, like I've known Batman for so long. I'd never that's from one comic run. I didn't know. I didn't know the Hangman.
I don't know. I like the setup. I like what they're setting up.
Hopefully they're setting up a bigger villain,
which is her.
Nah,
bigger than her.
Bigger than
the way Screen Crush.
This is the Penguin. We need
the way Screen Crush is setting it up is making her gonna be like she gonna be.
Yeah, but we're 2 episodes in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. I listen, man. The thing that I have agreed on with Screen Crush is if you take Penguin out of this and just put some just random person in this. Yes, bro. Yeah. I was watching it last night. I didn't even think about Batman.
Yeah, no,
I didn't even think about Batman. Like the first episode, I did because it's like the Penguin and what's going on.
Yeah.
But because it's standalone, low key. I'm just like, yo, this show is
it's just a good
freaking fire, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and
it's such a good show.
A lot of stuff's at stake. The way Oswald kind of like sets everything up, and like he gets himself outside.
Can we talk about Penguin real quick?
Yeah, he's a beast, bro.
He's just devious and so smart, dude. Like the thing about him is he's like, I think I said this. I might have said this in the last episode, but he's just like a slippery little. Like
it's a penguin.
Yeah, yes. I was watching it last night and yelling at the TV like, dude, like, oh, he's so fucking good. Yeah. Like, how does he keep getting out of these situations? But I know it's just a penguin. He always does. He's like a slippery little. Freaking,
all right, let me tell y'all, man. Spoilers, whatever. You already know when you get in here, spoilers. But anyways, I just want to say, bro. bro, from the beginning, where it was like, okay, like he's still playing both sides. Like, how is he gonna figure that out? And then they come through. Maroni.
Yeah.
Maroni's come through and takes the Falcons.
Yeah, that part of that whole scene was sick.
It's like, okay, how the hell is he gonna get out of this? And he finds a way to get out.
And not only get out, but get out on top where he's like, he looks good to both sides.
Yes.
Like, it's so crazy,
and the crazy part is like, I think it's so dope because, like I tell you guys, I like some booty movies. Don't get me wrong. I love booty movies, but also
it means bad movies, for translation.
Yeah, sorry. I love bad movies, but I also like really good movies that are unpredictable.
Yes.
And this show is very much that because it's like, all right, how the heck is he gonna get out of this? And he literally gets out of it, and it's super unpredictable because he almost killed Sophia's guard.
Yes.
But he saved him, and then also in his eyes, it's like, yo, like if I'm Sophia's guard, I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely on my side.
Yeah.
Now you go back and tell Sophia like, yo, he got our back. I mean, like. Yeah. And then on top of that, like you know, he's playing both sides.
So good,
Oswald is playing both sides.
That's why he is the Penguin, bro. He ends up taking it all, dude.
Yeah.
He's
good.
Super spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you know Batman, the Penguin he's up there for a reason.
Yeah.
He's the Penguin, bro. Like he's gonna get there and he's gonna run this whole empire. But it's sick to see his rise and see him like grow. And the way that they shoot it is so dark and gritty. Like it is very much like a Sopranos show, like episode or something like that, right?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
But darker and grittier than like a Sopranos
it definitely
show.
has mob like.
It's just mob. It's
Godfather.
Just mob. Yeah, Godfather mob type shit. Like it's good. Dude.
Which is dope. It's dope too because it's like that's what everybody loved. Like everybody ask back in the day, all the rappers, you know what their favorite movie was, and it's
like
always
Scarface.
Always Scarface, and like it's the mobster like trying to get to the top, and like Oswald is different though. Like he's ruthless, but he's also like a little snake.
Yeah, he's a skis-ball.
Yeah, and you don't want to be the snake, but in this, I love how movies depict. You know, snakes, like not snakes.
Like
they depict the villain in a good light. Like, right? Like, you shouldn't be rooting for this dude, but because of the movie, you're rooting for him. Like, you know?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I had a great time watching the second episode, man. The first episode was cool. It was good. Not cool. It was good. But the second episode, the first episode was good. Second episode made me want to be like, all right, I'm in it for the rest of the eight episodes.
Yeah, same. I loved it, dude. Sophia, the character of Sophia, and like what's going on in her mind, she's so unpredictable. She scares me.
Yeah,
because she's so unpredictable. Yeah. You know what she's gonna do, when she's gonna act, what she's gonna say, what might make her snap. Like at any moment, it's really good acting and great story. And then Oswald just always being in a situation where like you're like, how is he gonna get out of this? Like that's great. And I don't really think that far in advance. I'm just kind of like, I'm just in it. I'm so in it that I'm not even thinking about like, how is he gonna get out of this? Yeah. I'm just so in it.
Oh my dude, my heart was beating because I think that way because when Sophia had the guy and like Oswald has to figure out how to like shut him up. And then he goes, and then Vic.
I knew he was gonna kill him,
bro. That was so dope,
that part,
bro.
Okay, let's talk about that part because that part was so sick. They catch the one of the Maroni guys who's definitely gonna talk and say the Penguin is working with us. He ends up like overhearing them talk about it. He listens to them, finds the guy in the basement.
But even then,
you gotta kill him.
Wait, this is what I'm talking about as far as unpredictability. Because like, how the hell is he gonna get down there? And then what does he do? Snake skis ball goes to be like, you guys left me out. Da 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 da. And they're like, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, you don't think I know you got a dude in the basement? No, he's sparking up. Like he's sparking up, and then he's
causing like the drama for them to like be like, oh, like now we got to go do that. So like they're all distracted like about that. He goes down there real quick, boom, 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 stabs the guy. Like, which is crazy too because he's so that's a big part of the Penguin that I really loved from Gotham when I was watching Gotham is that he's so just brutal and ruthless and he just at any moment he'll just be like, all right, like just kill someone, just you're causing too much problems, like stab this dude in the hook. Like, it's crazy.
Which okay, so this is when I gotta say. Enough is enough is when he's going after my guy Vic. Like Vic is loyal to him,
I was gonna ask you about Vic. Yeah.
Vic is loyal to him, bro. Yeah. Like it's like
I think there's more to Vic than meets the eye. I think there's more going on with him. I think there's something going on. There's something going on. There has to be.
Do you think he's one of the Batman villains? I don't know which one he would be because I don't know too many other villains, but I know Batman has hella villains, so I don't know.
Honestly, that'd be sick. He could be anyone. Who knows? Yeah. Like, that'd be sick.
But but I'm just like, dang, I'm just like, Vic is like
or
really
he's connected to someone that is like important or something that happened or. I don't know. Yeah. He's not just some random kid off the street. I think he has some kind of connection.
Yeah, he should. I mean, but that's the saying. It worked out for all that nonsense, man. That was crazy, bro. Like for Vic
stressed
not
me
to,
out.
Yeah, for Vic
the part
not
when he was trying to put the jewels in his car, like that stressed me out.
Yeah, man.
But it's like the last episode. Like the last episode, I was stressed out because I was thinking, oh, like he's screwed. Like how is he gonna get out of this? They captured him. They're beating him. They already know. And then he found out a way out of it, somehow. I was like, oh, okay. And then this, like, same thing. I was like, oh, he's done. Well, like the part where they're like, we have a rat inside, we're gonna do it, and he ends up the way that he does that, where he like picks a fight with that dude to put the. And I'm thinking he's picking a fight with him.
Put it in for VD.
I thought he was gonna put it in VD's pocket, so that was even a twist because I was like, oh, he's starting the fight so he can plant the knife on him. Yeah. But then he puts it like he's fighting, but he puts it in the other guy's pocket, which is even slicker.
Smarter. Yeah, even smarter.
That's even slicker. Like because it would be too obvious if you put it in his jacket. He'd be like, oh, he just put it in my jacket.
Yeah.
That's why he fought me. But he put it in the guy next to him, next to the fight that no one's even thinking about. Yeah. It's so smart, dude. Crazy. It's so good.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope writing and it's dope storytelling, man. So shout out to whoever
the writers, definitely. It's the writers who create this, right?
This is really sick.
I'm choosing to believe that it's the Penguin who's making his decisions, but it's someone who wrote this. And shout out to you.
Shout, man. This is really, really, really good, and I'm really enjoying it, man. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to next Sunday.
I'm excited to see if any. There has to be other, because we know that there's a Riddler that exists. We know that there's a Joker that exists. New Rockstars. I watched a breakdown of New Rockstars before we started, and the very opening scene is Sophia like walking in the prison, and there's someone saying "Hangman," and then starts like laughing, and it sounds like a girl's voice, and it almost sounds like Harley Quinn. So they're making it seem like, oh, like when she was in prison, she also knew Harley Quinn. Like Harley Quinn was in there too, right? So it's all these people. So they're probably locked up, and at any moment they like get out and start doing some shit. Yeah. So who knows like what's going on? Especially at Arkham, they're talking about Arkham, which is Arkham Asylum, which is where all the villains are held and stuff. You know, like that's So it's just.
I forgot. I haven't watched it in a minute. Did they catch Riddler or he's still out?
Yeah, they caught Riddler at the end, and he's in jail. But at the end of the Batman, he's in jail and he's like freaking out because his plan didn't work out. Yeah. And someone in the cell next to him is like laughing and stuff. And
it's Joker.
It's Joker.
Yeah.
Which is, I said this on the last episode, but the guy who plays Joker is Barry Killian, who is dating Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, what you hate?
Yeah, that's my my girl.
Gotcha. But yeah, man, I mean, F it. I think it's really cool, man. I'm really excited. It's
gotta be one of the best shows. I mean, I guess last week's episode got 5.4 million views or something like that on it, which is great for a TV show. Yeah. Which was crazy. So that was awesome. It's such a good show. Man. It's such a good show.
I wonder why they pushed it to Sunday.
Tofu? No.
Dang, bro. These cats, man.
Wow, Tofu. How are you gonna jump directly on my laptop when I'm recording a podcast?
Savage.
Yes. Anyways, so I wanted to say this because I go to watch The Penguin, which I think we're done. We're talking about The Penguin. It's amazing. It was good. Next thing, right? I was starting The Penguin, and as it's starting, they show a trailer for The Last of Us Season 2.
No, I didn't skip. I watched it.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
We're talking about all these like, this is the best show, this is the best show. We already know what the best show is. We know what the best show really is. Besides Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. Okay, we'll give you that one.
The Last of Us
Season 1 was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. So I am hyped. And the way that they shot it and showed it, there was this part I felt in Season 1, Joel, right?
Yeah.
What's his name? I forgot the actor's name, but he goes to that town. He finds his brother. It's like that snowy town, little village town that they built. In the trailer, there's a part where they're showing like the snowy village, or whatever that they're living at. One of the guys is like on the wall, and he looks out the binoculars, and there's an army of fucking zombies just running at them. And if you guys know Last of Us, the zombies on this one do not play. Like they're not like some slow little like I'm gonna get you zombies. They are fast and scary as shit. And it's an army running full speed, and then it shows a bunch of like zombies just boom hitting the wall with their shoulders and then breaking down a fence in another scene. And I was just like, that episode where they get attacked, the village gets attacked by zombies, is going to be mind bending, dude. It's gonna be crazy. So that got me super hyped. Before even the episode of the Penguin started, I was like, oh, I forgot the show even existed.
Yeah, I forgot too.
I forgot the show existed. And then
did they give it a date?
2025. It just says 2025.
Okay, so we got a little ways to go.
We got a while, but we're almost into December. We're almost into Christmas. The Rock's movie's coming out soon.
Yeah, the Rock's movie's coming. Hey, let's go! Can't wait for that.
Soon, yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, we getting spoiled right now.
Yeah, I know. It's so
we're
good.
getting spoiled right now. It's a low key spoil too, though. Like, cause even okay, let's just jump into even this Marvel joint right here. Like, matter of fact. Let me just say this to everybody, bro, because I be seeing stuff on TikTok, and y'all pissing me off, bro. All you Marvel fans, bro, stop it, bro. This is a standalone project, bro. Like, it has nothing to do with Thanos, nothing to do. I mean, it probably does have, like, deeper meaning, but, bro, let it be what it is, bro. Like, Agatha's on her own, bro. Like, has nothing to do. I'm not thinking about Captain America. I'm not thinking about Tiamat. I'm not thinking about Deadpool. Bro, this is Agatha. This is a Halloween thing, bro. Yeah. And it's good on its own, bro. It has nothing to do with anything else, bro. It's thing. Like, it's Agatha, bro. Like I don't know. Like, I'll be seeing some dude on TikTok was like, man, I'm officially done with Marvel. Like, it's like I can't believe we went from this to this, and it's like, bro,
it's
like,
two different things.
Yeah,
for
like
two
it has
different
nothing to do with the MCU. Like, maybe it's in a timeline, but it has nothing to do with the story.
Yeah.
Like,
like you have to appreciate individual projects for what they are, right? It's like I'm not going into this thinking it's Black Panther.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's two different audiences for different people. Like, yes, there's the overall audience of the Marvel fans who this is for, but they're also trying to capture, like, this group of people and this group of people and this group of people with these different shows and movies, right? Like, this Captain America is going to be, like, more of the grounded military boom, 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 right? Thunderbolts as well, right? It's like that assassin stuff, right? But then there's, like, the Eternal stuff where it's like, we're going to do this whole world space thing. Not everyone, that doesn't appeal to everyone, right? The same people who want to see Captain America, Winter Soldier aren't the same people who want to see, like, their Eternals, right? But there's also Marvel fans like us who just want to see everything. But yes, but you're right. It's just appreciate it for what it is, essentially, right?
Yeah.
And I will say this, though, about this episode. I didn't love it at first. I didn't love it. It felt very fillery. Mm-hmm. Like, I was like, this is what the whole episode is, which I think that's what every episode is going to be. It's going to be, each episode is going to be a trial that they face, and they have to overcome it. But this specific trial wasn't that interesting to me, and I was just like, oh, they're getting poisoned. They're trying to find, like, a cure. It was cool. It was fun.
I'm a fan.
It was fun, but I was just like...
Because have you ever seen Escape Room?
No.
Okay. Well, it gives me that vibe. Like,
okay.
You have to figure out, you know what I mean?
How
like,
to get that, yeah.
I like that personally. It was like a puzzle. Like, I was into it. Like, yeah, it's not the best freaking show in the world, but it was
this episode. I still think the show was great, and I still think it has the potential to be great. I just don't think that this episode in particular was like the best thing. I thought it was just like, I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of silly and. Okay.
It was cool. I enjoyed it.
There were some great things that come out of this episode, though.
Oh yeah, your favorite thing, which I still need an explanation for, because what the heck? Everybody's really excited. I heard new rock stars talk about Mephisto.
You probably can't say his name right because he's the devil.
Is it Mephisto?
Mephisto.
Everybody's hype about this. Like, all right, guys. Marvel fans that are here watching us and support us, I don't know who this dude is. Everybody keeps saying he's the devil of the MCU. I don't even rock with the devil in real life, so I don't even know.
Do you know anything about the devil?
I definitely know about the devil, for sure.
Okay, that's Mephisto.
All right, so he's just a MCU Mephisto.
Yeah, he runs shit a lot of the times. Like, a lot of the bad things that are happening and things that are popping up and stuff, he's behind it.
Okay,
and
so if we now
and he's making deals with people and, like, giving them stuff, like, just like the devil does.
Okay.
He's like the devil. He's the devil of the MCU, just like how there's like Hela and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like she runs like the underworld and stuff. He I think he's her dad. Or
something.
I don't know.
Is this?
Well, no, technically, I guess Odin is in this, but still, you know what I mean.
So that's what I was about to ask you. So is this Mephisto versus Odin? Or is it Mephisto versus Zeus? Because Hercules is in this,
I
right?
guess it'd be Zeus. I don't know. I guess it would be like against God, which would in the MCU the God is like
Kevin Feige, right?
No, the Living Tribunal I think is like God, which is like these 4 heads or 3 heads. We saw it in the It's too much. It's too big. It's a lot. Like this is like super deep lore of like.
But that's
Marvel
what I'm saying,
stuff.
though.
Yeah.
If we bring up Mephisto, now you gotta bring his opposing
it's just
factor.
the fact that because Mephisto pops up in so many comics and so many things because he's just so evil and just does like he's the devil, right?
Yeah.
So he just pops up in random things and people like the character of Mephisto because he's evil, the devil. People like the devil because it's like.
I have a theory now because of what I've seen in this show. Is that they're gonna bring a fake Mephisto, and he's gonna be like on some.
I don't think we're ever gonna see Mephisto.
No. Wait. Because what they just gave y'all, this is a theory. I don't know if this is gonna happen. It's just my mind thinking about what Marvel would do to people who are like you that love
Yeah.
They would make a episode where it's like Wizard of Oz and bring a Mephisto that's like the freaking wizard. I feel like they'll do that.
Interesting, which I think they do have a Wizard of Oz episode.
just to mess you guys up and be like, oh, he's here, and then it's not really him. It's like
someone acting as him or something.
Yeah,
interesting.
I feel like they would do that.
As long as I see the character from the comic books on screen in live action, I think I'll be happy. So I don't care if it's fake or not. I mean, obviously I want it to be real and affect things, but the fact that they're talking about him, like they said his name, like oh, you're probably an agent of Mephisto, right? So it's like you're working for the devil, dude. Like like they're already saying it. It's there. It's out. Like you're working for Mephisto. Like they're saying that he exists. It's there.
Yeah.
So I would love to see it, but whatever. We got Mephisto out of this. At least a mention of him. We know that it's real. Everyone's been like, the whole thing about WandaVision was they kept teasing that Mephisto was going to be in it because in the comics, Mephisto is the one who makes Wanda's kids reality, I guess, right? I think, or he's trying to steal her kids or something like that and use them to make, I don't know. Something happens, but Mephisto is like directly involved in that storyline of pretty much what happened in WandaVision, but in the comics. So the fact that they kept like hinting at him, and then we're like, oh, is he behind everything that's bad and going wrong in the MCU? Because he's the devil. Why wouldn't he be, right? Like he's trying to fuck everything up. Yeah. It's good against evil. He's evil incarnate. He is the reason that evil exists, right? So if he's behind all this stuff, and we were expecting him, they kept mentioning him or like hinting at him in WandaVision,
but it ended up being Agatha.
Yes, but it ended up being Agatha. But yeah, but
who
knows?
So
the power that Agatha might even have might come from Mephisto. Who knows?
Is what's the name Mephisto?
The boy,
Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, no. Maybe. That'd be cool, but I doubt it. Well, maybe, because she's a big name. That might be...
Oh, because you can use it for...
Yeah.
I mean,
you can use it for multiple things.
I don't know, man. I like it. Like I like both of these being standalones. Like I'm not even worried. I think that's what's making me enjoy Agatha is because I'm not thinking that Wanda's gonna be in it. I'm not thinking that nobody's gonna be in it. I'm just like it's just flowing. Like it's literally like, oh, I picked up Lisa from the airport and like it was really nice outside, bro. Like we had the windows down and whatever, and I was like, dang, dude, she's about to link up with her dude. I was like, dang, dude, like I wish I had a girl right now, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, like you know what I'll do? Like I'll watch like Hocus Pocus or like Halloween Town right now, like because it's like it's a nice like you know what I mean? Like it's October, you know what I mean? And I don't even like scary movies. Those not scary. Those like Disney Channel Halloween, but it's like a vibe.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
It's like a vibe. Like it's a vibe. So when I watch Agatha, it's like that. It's like a vibe. Like oh man, like this is definitely perfect timing. Shout out to Kevin Feige and them.
We watched The Ring the other day. That shit was crazy.
Oh yeah, you tripping, bro. See, I can only do like I was talking about Halloween Town, Twitches. What else? You give me an episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. That's a Halloween episode. The
Simpsons episodes of Halloween are good. Simpsons Halloween. Every Simpsons Halloween episode is really good. The Treehouse of Horror.
I probably gotta watch it. I haven't seen it. I mean, I know I've watched the Simpsons.
Any of those ones are good.
I haven't. I wasn't a dedicated watcher. Like I'm a dedicated watcher of Family Guy. Like dedicated watcher of like, you know,
Simpsons was always one of those things that it was just on. I would just put it on. I'd end up watching a whole episode.
Yeah, I mean, I know of it. You know what I mean? But I was never like a dedicated. I don't know if
I don't go out of my way to watch it. But,
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like Family Guy, like I legit, like I know every episode.
I used to love Family Guy. This is a whole nother tangent. But I used to love Family Guy, but I feel like Family Guy is like it's only good the first time. You know what I mean? It has no rewatchability. Like it has like it's funny the first time you hear the joke because it's so outlandish and so crazy, and you're like, oh, that's funny. And then it goes. They try to do like you rewatch that episode, and you're like, all these episodes. Like I already know what's gonna happen. It's kind of corny. It's dumb.
I mean, I guess. I guess I literally watch like Family Guy when I don't have something to watch, and I want to like sit down and eat and watch something real quick.
You should be watching South Park. South Park is the greatest show of all time ever made.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like after seeing that Michael Jackson episode, which is pretty good actually.
That's one of the best episodes ever.
I mean, because I think I never watched it because I thought they were hating on my God, but they were really trying to like.
Yeah, they're teaching us. Teaching us. Every episode is outlandish and crazy, but at the very end, it all teaches. There's all a point.
Yeah.
And there's all a lesson at the end for you to learn as a viewer. All right. It's very good, dude. It's very good.
Yeah.
But anyways, Agatha was good. I liked it. It was fun. But I mean, we got some cool stuff out of it. I like the part where he tried to. They asked him like, "Who was this kid, anyways?" And he tried to say who he was, and then they saw the spell. Like at first, we thought like, "Oh, is she just seeing the spell?" But now we're like, "Oh, someone put this spell on this guy that he can't say who he is or where he's from or whatever. Like it's a binding spell." So I don't know how they break that. That's pretty crazy. I don't know if Wanda put that on him. I don't know if Mephisto put that on him. I don't know what it is. If he, I don't know. Maybe he put it on himself so he can't be. I don't know. But it's pretty crazy.
They keep saying that's Agatha's kid. I'm sorry. They said Wanda's.
Yeah, it's Wanda's kid.
But
I think it's Wanda's kid. I thought it was Wanda's kid originally because that's who I think it is. It looks like Wiccan, and it's just if they try to like be like, oh, it's not Wiccan, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's so dumb. Just make it Wiccan because I like Wiccan. Like I want that character in the MCU. So like everything points to him being Wiccan, but they're probably gonna be like, oh, nope, it's actually just Agatha's kid who has nothing to do with anything. You know, Nicholas Scratch. He's just a rabbit.
Oh, that's what they said.
Yeah, Nicholas Scratch. Yeah,
that's not anybody.
I think her son. If things are going to how I think things are going to play out in my head, which I know it's not going to, but this is what I think. The teen is Agatha's son. It's Wiccan. We find out that Wiccan exists, which means that maybe her other son exists somewhere, and he's like the speedster somewhere, which is cool. And Agatha. They're all thinking that she sacrificed her kid, but I think that she pretended to sacrifice her kid and didn't really sacrifice her kid and turned him into the rabbit. And that rabbit that she has is her son, Nicholas Scratch. And that's her son. And that's why there's rabbits all around every time they show, there's been rabbits around the house pointed out a bunch of times. So I think the rabbit is her son, and she kept him away. That's her way of hiding him. So it's to add character and add some emotion to her character because she's a villain and she's bad. But we're like, oh, why is she doing it? We're getting a reason why. It's because really she's bad, but she's not that bad. We all think that she's she sacrificed her own kid for power, but she really still has a heart, and she just she pretended to sacrifice him or use another kid's body or something to sacrifice that person, and then kept her kid as a rabbit the whole time. Because we know that she could transform things into. In the beginning in WandaVision, she transforms something into a butterfly, right, or something like that, right? So she can transform things into animals. We already know that. It's there. It's all there. But that's what I think. That's my theory. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's what it seems like in my head.
Well,
which would be cool, I think.
I think it's cool. I think it's a good show.
And then you just bring in Wiccan.
I think the Penguin's obviously 100 times better.
Yeah, the Penguin's better. The Penguin. I'm more interested in what's going to happen in the Penguin. Agatha, I'm still very interested in what's happening, but it's like a fun little ride. It seems like fun. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I like it. It's exciting. I'm curious about things, but Penguin makes me be like, yo, what? This is. I'm yelling at the TV saying stuff, right?
Yeah.
But also, so I'm saying. This is the big three. You're counting out J. Cole. You're over here talking about Drake and Kendrick, but J. Cole's been here the whole time. Okay? And that is the Rings of Power. And Rings of Power is over here just existing for only us Lord of the Rings fans.
Yeah.
And it is so good, dude. Rigo came over. My boy Rigo. Shout out Rigo Ratio. You guys go follow him on TikTok. Actually, don't follow him anymore because he has too many followers already. He doesn't need more followers. But Rigo's out here. I talked to him and I'm like, hey, bro, are you watching Rings of Power? And he's like, it's so good. I'm like, thank you. It's so good, dude. It's so good. Oh man, I need you to really watch Lord of the Rings, like, and really appreciate it, know, like, understand what is happening in Lord of the Rings and stuff, because it's all, the story of Lord of the Rings is so good, but this is like Lord of the Rings is about the one ring that still exists, that somehow still existed thousands of years later. Mm-hmm. But this is like the creation of that ring and all the rings of power, and Sauron, who is like coming into power and becoming and bringing a new age of darkness into the world, and you have to just like really buy into it, like there's these elves and these dwarves and these things that just exist, the trees that are alive, and it's just everything's magical, it's this mythical world that's just it only exists. There's these giant spiders who are like kind of sentient, who like kind of like they are freaking crazy. The orcs are like these elf human hybrid beings that are like come from the earth.
This is happening in the Rings of Power.
Oh yeah. All of everything that I just said is all in the Rings of Power too. It's crazy, dude. It's so good. The eagles, like, you haven't even got to the eagles yet, but the eagles are fucking sick. It's so dope, right? And the war that they have, and the orcs are so scary. Like nothing in anything. I was talking to my girlfriend about it because she was watching the show with me. We were watching The Hobbit actually. And when we were watching The Hobbit, I was telling her, I'm like, dude, the orcs are the scariest thing ever made. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, that's so scary when they come and they attack the city and stuff. And I'm like, imagine one of those guys. If I saw that in real life, I would shit my pants, dude. Like, the orcs are so scary. They're so ugly and just like, oh, they're so gross, dude. But yeah, it kind of humanizes the orcs in this show too, which is interesting because they're their own race of people. Even though like we just see them as like these nasty like things, they have their own community and their own thing too. So it's very interesting. It's very good.
I mean, I'm going to Vegas tomorrow, and I'm not gonna be Ubering. I don't have my PS5, so I'm gonna try to sit down and try to finish it because I don't have anything other than like.
You're on the second one?
I'm on the second one, yeah, right now. So.
The second one is really good. That's where the big war happens.
Okay, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, that's sick. Like, there's a big battle that happens. That's so dope, dude. The battle, like I'm telling you, I don't know if you saw the battle. I think it's at the end of the second one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the battle
yet. Which is the battle where where the orcs come and attack the castle and like break the wall, and so it's so crazy. I can watch that scene over and over again. It's so good.
It's so funny how you talk about Lord of the Rings.
I'm gonna finish it. That's like literally like, you know, I always say this because like Lord of the Rings is huge. It's big. It's one of the biggest grossing movies of all time. I think of most people of our generation or before would say that Lord of the Rings was like one of the greatest trilogies ever made. Like, you have to say that. Like, it's up there, right? And the storyline's so good, but the fact that they were able to do like so much with it now, and when you watch it, it's just, you have to get into it. You have to just buy it, dude. Like, you just have to buy it. It's hard. I would say like rewatch that first 10 minutes of the first one, because that summarizes everything, and really you have to really pay attention to that and be like, oh, like, this is what is happening in the world. Like, it's the setup of the world, where she's saying there was a time where things were like bad or good, and then there's the rise of these things, the orcs, and this person Sauron, who created these rings with that, like he created 9 rings of power. Basically, he gave power. He created these rings for people that gave them, well, for elves, 3 for the elves, 5 for the dwarves, and 9 for the men. So all the different races, right? Yeah. And he created these rings, and it gives them power. Like, it makes them stronger. It makes them like able to do things that they're like the dwarves, like, they live in the mountains, and they're able to, like, the king has a ring, and he's able to find where like the secret metal is in the mountain with the ring, right? He's like sensing it, but it's also making him greedy and corrupt and evil and crazy. So Sauron created these rings and makes people like, oh, everyone should have this power, like, we're giving the power to them, but really it's corrupting all of them and making them like bad, and then he has a ring that controls all of theirs. So he creates the one ring that is that
and
controls
that's what
them
Frodo
all.
has.
And and so like they show that Sauron has that ring and he's about to take over Middle Earth, but the men go to war with him, and one of the Isildur, he cuts off his finger and kills Sauron.
Yeah,
at least we think, right?
I know this from watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like then the ring goes down.
Oh, so this is what's supposed to be happening. Which in the Rings of Power.
So this is leading up to like the Rings of Power is like the creation of the rings. Right now they're making the rings. They just finished they made the 3 elf rings, they made the 5 dwarf rings, and now they're making the 9 rings for the men. And he's like he's corrupting this guy Celebrimbor, who is an elf, who is like a master smith, and it's crazy. He's like taking metal from the dwarves, putting it into these rings with the master elf blacksmith, and he's like pouring his evil and his vitriol and just like demise into these rings and creating them. And we haven't even got to him making his ring yet. Like we're just on he's still making the other rings, and it's so good.
How many more episodes is it?
I don't even know. I think we're like halfway through the season of season 2 right now.
All right.
It's really, I think I'm on this. Oh, yeah, there probably is actually only 3 more episodes because I think this was episode 7 that just came out.
Okay.
But it's so good, dude. It's so good, and the storyline is good. And seeing Sauron, like you see him like corrupting people, and the way that he's able to corrupt people, and the way that he's able to like manipulate everyone and get this stuff done, it's crazy. And I know there's a big ass battle that's about to happen too, which this last episode had a crazy ass battle that was with like freaking trolls and shit running through it was wild, dude.
Okay.
It was so sick.
All right, I mean, let me just finish it.
I think the big thing that like I love about the Lord of the Rings is the scale of things, right? When you see a battle, it feels huge. You're seeing them like break down this wall. You see the wall crumble, and it's like you see, like it's so big, and there's so many people, and so the armies are so big, and the wars are so big, and the battles are so big, and then they zoom in and you see specific things, but then they zoom out and you see everything, and it's just, it seems massive, right? So it's really cool to see, and they do a great job with that in this show.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, dude.
I mean, what is this? What is this?
This is the J.
20,
That's the J. Cole.
What is it, like 20 years later since they made those movies?
Had to been these movies. Probably.
So the technology is probably way better now.
Yeah, the graphics are pretty good. The stuff that's happening in it is pretty cool, and you're seeing things. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's really dope, man. It's really dope, man. Which I say that we were talking about Penguin and Agatha as the Kendrick and J. Cole, or the Kendrick and Drake, and Rings of Power is J. Cole. Speaking of which, this guy dropped a verse.
Yeah, it's funny how one verse could
it's funny
F up the game.
Yeah, I don't know if it hit as big as like a control verse where everyone's talking about it, but it came out and people who care were like, "Damn, he spit! Like he's still the GOAT."
The way I
still think he's better.
Listen,
I don't know.
Listen, everybody. Let me just bend your ear for a second. You guys gotta understand.
I knew I was gonna unleash.
You guys gotta understand, man. You guys gotta understand, man. Because everybody counted my guy out. Everybody counted my guy out. He's this. He's that. He's this. But he comes back with the heat, and you really understand that this man can rap. Like, yes, that was his homie, and he just was like, I'm not really into this. But you lost sight, but your blood was boiling in that moment, and you lost sight of how good of a rapper the dude J. Cole is.
Yes.
He lost sight because he bowed out of a beef that he didn't want to keep going. And he apologized, but you cannot take away the fact that my boy can rap, boy.
Yeah. He killed it. He killed the verse.
He absolutely floated on that freaking track,
when you came over to on Saturday, we watched the music video, and I was like, maybe it was, I think I was talking to Josie actually, but I was like, not only did he kill this verse, but this is his song, dude. I know it's T Grizzly featuring J. Cole, but it is J. Cole for a minute rapping, 100%. And then him doing the hook, and then one verse from T Grizzly, and then J. Cole doing the hook again. I'm like, this is J. Cole's song, dude.
You know what happened, right? You know what happened?
No, I don't.
No, I don't even know what happened, but I'm gonna let you know what I think happened. Yeah. J. Cole, T Grizzly was like, hey, I got this joint. Hey, you trying to get on it? And then J. Cole's like, yeah, for sure, man, because he's killing features, right? Yeah. And like he rapped on it, and I'm pretty sure this happened after the beef, and he knew how dope his verse was. He was like, who hot, who not? Yeah. Tell me who sold out the stores. And then he just did all of that and was like, it was a long verse.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was just a long verse.
And then
T Grizzly was like, hey, dude, let that part be the hook. And then they just made it the hook. Because he was probably like, nigga, I'm that nigga. Yeah. He's probably like, I'm that nigga, and I'm going to show y'all niggas I'm that nigga. And that was the whole part of it, right? I feel like that who's hot, who's not wasn't the part of the hook. That was a part of J. Cole's verse. Because it flows perfectly on that first verse. And then they were like, dang, we just need to make that a hook. Because T Grizzly probably had some bull.
Yeah.
Probably had some I mean, it probably wasn't bull because T Grizzly's a good artist, but it probably wasn't as good as what J. Cole was saying.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. But
I didn't even pay attention to T Grizzly's verse, honestly.
yeah, I mean, it was good.
It's good.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah,
it was good. But yeah, when you get on a track with Cole, you gotta bring it.
That's like dancing.
Absol. Like I feel like Absol and Daylight were the only ones I can say that hung with J. Cole. Not even then. I feel like J. Cole still watched them, but they were right there with him on Pi. But other than that, dude, I can't. There's no person.
Absol's my favorite rapper.
There's no person that I could be like, dang, J. Cole might have got a little wash. Maybe Kendrick on the Black Friday thing. Maybe Kendrick. Maybe when they did the Black Friday thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. But even then, I'd still give it to Cole. But on Pi, Daylight and Absol were the only two that I think like can hold a candle to Cole.
Damn.
And the thing is, because I think I wrote like a comment on Instagram on Dreamville. They posted. I was like, man, I think he's the best rapper like of all time in my opinion. That's what I said. And then I got like flooded of comments like, bro, you don't give underground artists a chance. And then like you see some of my fans coming like, you don't even understand. He's an underground artist.
Yeah.
It's like, well, like it's this argument. I didn't even go back and forth, but I seen people talking, and it's just like a thing where it's like, bro, like. I don't care to be the best rapper anymore, bro. Like I just rap. Like so I understand who's that guy and who's not. Like you know what I mean? Like and that's not bad to say. Like you got to understand. Like Drew Holiday has I think 2 rings. He knows he's not the best player in the world. He knows LeBron is the best player, but he's still a beast. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? I'm like, J. Cole is that guy. But don't get me wrong, I can still rap rounds around people. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. Like you know what I mean?
No, that's dope.
Drew
I like
Holiday.
that.
Who else? Who else has it? Like it's a lot of people. Like Derek White has a ring. You know what I mean? And that's no slight to Derek White. Like, he's a great basketball player. But he understands that JT, LeBron, Kyrie, Luka is better than him. But he's a great basketball player. So I don't understand. Like, I hate the discourse in rap where it's like, oh, you can't say,
I like that.
You can't say he's the best rapper and you're a rapper. It's like, no. Like you gotta understand. Like, I know.
I'm gonna get my ring.
Exactly. Like I know. Like there's a few people in the rap game that I won't say I'm scared of, but it definitely would shake my pen. Cole, Hop, Jay-Z, Wayne. Like these guys are like top tier lyricists.
I think I could out
Soul,
Lil Wayne.
Daylight, like Daylight's pen's crazy. Like Kendrick, obviously. I feel like I'm a rap circus around Drake. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know.
But Drake would have some shit that people would repeat that you would not even.
True.
It's like one time I rap battled this dude, and I felt like my rap was better, but he had one line that he said that was like that everyone was like, oh, and then like he won the rap battle. But I'm like, your verse sucks. You know what I mean? You sucked, but like they had one line, so I felt like Drake would have that.
I said what I said with Drake. I mean, if people clip it, whatever. If I blow up, people clip it, whatever. But I said that Drake thing out of popularity, because popularity he would smoke anybody, except Kendrick and Cole. Like it doesn't matter, like you know what I mean. But like outside of popularity, we're talking just verse for verse. I think I could get Drake.
I think
honestly.
I could get Lil Wayne.
Wayne, you think so? I mean, Wayne now.
I think I could come up with more creative stuff.
I feel like Wayne now. You might
comes up with crazy stuff, but
you might can. You give
me a couple hours.
But yeah, man. I just say that to say like. That's the best analogy I can give about the whole basketball thing, because that's how it is, man. Like you gotta just understand, like J. Cole is a top tier rapper. Like Tech Nine is one of those guys. He's a top tier.
See, people like that, I feel like I cannot rap. Like the way that they're like, and they're saying so much. I'm like, I can't do that. My style doesn't suit that. But I can outright. I feel like I can outright a lot of people and be more creative and come up with better bars and better lines. But like some people's flows and stuff are way better than mine. I can't even deny that. Like their delivery and flows are like way better than mine. But my writing, I'll write you for sure.
Text flow is insane. But yeah, man. I said all that to say that's very long winded. But yeah, this Cole verse is crazy, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad he did it, because he had to show.
We needed it for the culture.
He literally
the people needed this.
They were forgetting. Like I don't know what they were thinking. Like, and you know, it doesn't help that Cole dropped Trippy in between in between that beef.
But I knew like all it took was one verse, and apparently he has an album coming out. And
Cole?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Who said that?
I saw one of like someone close to him said it, and apparently they're like, wait till you hear this, because you don't even know. Yeah, I think it's a fall off.
Well, we all know the fall off was coming,
but it's coming soon, like maybe at the end of this year, which is already September. It's actually already October.
Yeah, it's October. Tomorrow's October.
Yeah,
man.
So like fall season, cold. Dark, like some J. Cole, some like
Kendrick's
some Forest.
Kendrick's supposed to be dropping too.
Yeah, I think Kendrick will wait. Maybe. I think Kendrick is. If Kendrick's smart, he'll drop his album around the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's
the ultimate promotion.
I know people are gonna hate right now. I mean, because we're gonna clip these. I know people are gonna hate on me right now, but I love that Cole and Kendrick are the top guys. Like for right now, when I think of Drake, I don't think of like the best rapper anymore. He got washed. I think of the best pop star or the biggest pop star. I don't think of like rapidy rap when I think of Drake. He can rap, don't get me wrong, but he's not there. He's not there, bro. I'm sorry.
He's not there.
He's not there. He's not there.
He's still top 5 right now.
He's up there for sure, but he's not right
3.
there on the top. When you say top 2, it's just Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah,
it's just Cole and Kendrick. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. Drake could be under there, but he's not up there with those two guys. Especially because I feel like Kendrick, he put a chink in Drake's armor. Like Drake isn't as strong as he used to be.
But I still think that Drake will make a better song than them.
I mean, he's Drake, bro. Like he has hits.
Yeah.
I'm talking about rap right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, what do you like? That's where
I'm talking about rapping. Rapping, because that was the reason that this started. Was who's the big 3 of rapping? That's what J. Cole was talking about. Not big popping
artists.
Like if you want to talk about that, then we got to go into freaking.
If you want to say top
Bad
artists,
Bunny, Bad Bunny, Sabrina Carpenter, like you know what I mean? Like they're popping right now. Like
that's what's funny.
They're huge.
It's funny you say that because shout out to my boy Tone. He was over here this weekend too. We had a little party for him. And we were watching music videos.
Yeah.
And he put on this Future song. And I was like, how many views does this have? And because I was like, this is all right. It's cool. Like, I don't love it. It just came out. Like, it came out like last week or whatever. And he's like, this is sick. And I was like, I don't love Future. But I was like, how many views does this have? And he's like, and we looked, it had 850,000 views, which I was like, that's good. Yeah. And he's like, oh, is that good? And I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
I mean, it's for cool. him, it's not. Though.
It's cool.
For him, it's not.
No, that's what I was thinking. It's not. That's why I was curious because I was like, is he kind of like falling off with his stuff? So that's why. But and then he's like, but Tone was like, is that good? And I was like, I mean, it's cool. Like, it's great. Obviously, I would love to have 800,000 views.
For sure.
But if you're looking at music overall. And then I showed him like Sabrina Carpenter and
almost at billions.
And all the K-pop stuff.
Almost at billions.
Blackpink has a video that has 1.7 billion.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, all their videos like 300 million, 400 million, like
they're mad. Like K-pop joint is crazy.
Sabrina Carpenter's were at like 80 million, like 72 million. Yeah, I was just like, that's the difference.
Yeah,
pop that's the difference,
for
right?
Sure.
So it's like, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, I guess like that's more like artist stuff, right? To get back to like the rapper artist stuff, right? That was more like artists. Like if you want to talk about biggest artists, there's that. You're talking about Bad Bunny, you're talking about all these people. That's that.
Dang, well, if you even put it in that sense, Drake ain't even top nothing in that.
Yeah, if you want to go overall music, yeah. Hip hop artists, yes, Drake is up there.
Mm-hmm.
Overall artists,
yeah.
I mean, Sabrina Carpenter's watching him right now.
Oh, for sure. I don't even know one song by her. No. I take that back. I don't know the song, but I've heard it. And I would be like, oh, I've heard that before.
I'll name all of them, bro. What you want? She's my favorite artist right now. I listen to more Sabrina Carpenter than I listen to anything else. Honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, man. I think Cole is back, and I can't wait for the fall off. And then Kendrick for the Super Bowl is gonna be crazy. And I think hip hop is still in a great space. We just need those. I'm waiting for my moment, but we need those other guys to rise up. I need Jid to rise up because once those guys rise up, we still keep it in a safe space on hip hop.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what I mean?
Good hip hop dominating.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it'd be perfect if like Cole drops like around November, December. Kendrick drops around February for the Super Bowl. Drake drops around summer.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like we get an era of each, and at each era we're gonna be like, J. Cole's the greatest, and then Kendrick's gonna drop. We're gonna be like, Kendrick's the greatest, and then Drake's gonna drop and be like, Drake kind of back with this one. I don't know, maybe he might be there. And then Kendrick's gonna. It's just gonna be like that. It's gonna be forever, right? And until Jay-Z decides to drop another album, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, shut up.
Drake dropped like a surprise like throwaway.
Yeah, like 100
like,
gigabytes, whatever, of music.
I haven't heard anything that was like stand out.
I'm sure there's a lot of like his fans are probably loving that. And I feel like back in the day, catch me like 2013, I would have been like, this is the greatest moment of my life. But yeah, now I was just like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, you know who I feel bad for is Big Sean.
Yeah,
he's a redheaded stepchild, man.
He is.
Sucks. It sucks.
Big Sean's good though, bro. We watched with his he did the On the Radar freestyle. He like when he did the On the Radar freestyle of Big Sean made me think, oh, he's up there. He's top 3, maybe. Like he's top 3 when it comes to this rap and shit. Like he could compete with Cole and Kendrick when it comes to rapping, but it's just like something about him. I don't know. Something about him just like keeping him down. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I haven't gotten into Sean like that much. But,
I'll show you his verse.
But I know for a fact, like coming up, like Lemonade, Big Sean, like Finally Famous, Big Sean was like it was a problem. But now, I mean, it's not that.
I'll show you this verse, and you might be like, it might change your perspective because this verse was really good. Mind you, he had these 2 random guys in the background. They're probably his friends or something, but he had these guys in the background. And I was like, don't ever like, if you're ever rapping, I'm not just gonna be standing behind you like during a video. Like, I think it's so weird. Dude. I think it's so weird. Like he's literally like rapping in the mic on the camera, and where he's like doing his thing, and these 2 guys are just kind of like in the background, like. I was like, this is terrible. Yeah. Like, if it's a cipher, it's one thing. Yeah. But I'm not going to just stand behind you. You're my best friend. I love you, but I would never. I can't just do that.
I think that's the on the radar kind of vibe.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, is that how they do it?
Because everybody is that. Do
they have the people with them?
That platform is becoming like Rap City basement. So everybody that's on there, they bring their friends like Hobson's little homies, the Future Kings. They were on there a couple of times. Oh, really? And when they rap, they have the whole crew back there just vibing. So I think that's like the actual vibe of the thing. Man, I'd love to get on there, bro. I'll
be there when you record your verse. Maybe I'll do a verse too. Hopefully, maybe maybe I might get back into it. But I'm gonna be sitting on the couch over on the side watching you do it. I'm not gonna stand behind you and be like,
hold up, man. I just want to talk about something real quick, because Kamikaze just hit me up again today. This dude's he's on a tear right now about. I'll send you this.
The fact that they took down J. Cole's She Knows video and Kanye West's famous video tells us that they can clean anything they want off of the internet. And after 238 million views, it's not allowed in our country anymore? What? What is the CSAC exactly? Oh, it's the European Stage Authors and Composers Organization. And guess who they're owned by? Blackstone. And if you don't think there's a reason behind them taking this song down, or that there's a reason why he specifically mentioned specific names, or why he said he knows that he'll see them again one day when he dies, then you haven't paid attention to hip-hop ever in your life. Because she knows. She knows. You can believe that.
That's what I'm saying.
They all knew.
That's my face.
What was happening?
That's my face. Let me show you what
they
he
were
sent
a part
me.
of it.
It pisses me off because it's like, bro, what's your point? Why do people conspiracy theories?
And real quick,
because of what happened to Diddy right now, they're like,
yeah, I know. So people are trying to come at Jay-Z.
Oh, let me. So She Knows is off of YouTube. Yeah. It's still on everything else. Still everywhere. Yeah. I just listened to She Knows today, and this is the part they're talking about. She Knows, Sean. She knows.
So
Yes, exactly. That's such a reach, bro.
Super reach.
So
I get it. Maybe I get it.
And then hold on. The biggest takeaway from this, and I'm gonna send you all this. The biggest takeaway is Eve said that ain't got nothing to do with Hove. CSAC and YouTube couldn't agree on a deal, and all CSAC related songs are pulled down on YouTube in the US. And She Knows sample is a CSAC writer. It's a lot of songs that's been taken down. Let's hope it's back up soon though. And it's literally out everywhere else. Like, what are you talking about? How is that a conspiracy? Like,
they're trying to come for Jay-Z and say that he like did. But here's the thing, guys.
But like, what is it? I don't get that, bro. People who do conspiracy, like, there's some conspiracies that I'll be like, like I get it, like that makes sense. But then when you get this, like this is the conspiracy where I'm like, okay, so why is it one? Why is it just now coming down? All right. 2, why is it not down everywhere else? And 3, bro, you think J. Cole would be out here like he is if really people had something on him or trying to get him like the conspiracy vibes, what you guys talking about?
What would be the point of it? Them taking it down? What does that do for anything? Yes, what is that? What like? Okay, like but even if it does go down, even if they decide to take it down, like what? Like okay, what does that mean? Like what? Are they protecting the song? Like I don't know.
We already heard it.
Yeah, we've heard it. Like what are you? Like,
I don't know.
What are you trying to say? Like what does that mean?
I don't know.
Also, if Jay-Z is this fucking like guy that they're trying to make him out to be, yeah, dude, he's the Penguin, dude. I've known that. Do you guys know? Like, do you not pay attention to the music? Do you not know who Jay-Z is? Do you know where he comes from? He's the crime boss. He's the crime lord. He is the Godfather, dude. You're gonna tell me, oh, I think Jay-Z did some bad shit. Yeah, duh. He fucking talks about it in his music.
Like he shot his brother.
Yeah, dude. He sold crack. Dude, like he sold crack to get up and made money. I'm still spending money from '98. What? You know what I mean? Like he made money doing illegal shit, and he's gonna probably continue to do it. But here's the thing: he's the best at it. He's the best villain that ever was.
No,
so you can't be mad. So you're mad at the Joker?
The
Joker's bad. We get it.
So
he's the Joker. I like that he's evil.
Your logic is understandable, but some of these people think that Jay-Z is a part of the Diddy thing, which I don't believe. I don't know. I don't think he's in that.
Here's the thing. And me and my mom talked about this.
I know for a fact that he's been on some bad stuff.
Of course.
And he's famous because of I never bought anything of Jay-Z, but like everybody's bought stuff from him, so they are literally what's the word? They're literally enabling it.
Yeah.
They're literally enabling it. So you can't be mad now.
Well, same thing with Sean John and Diddy and stuff.
Well, I didn't know Diddy was on Diddy until
no one knows.
Now.
Yeah, but no one knows that. So, but here's the thing though, like the.
People with the conspiracies, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Yes, Jay-Z, like, dude, he's Jay-Z, dude.
I don't know, man.
Fucking leave it alone. No, what I was saying before we had a little technical difficulties is that me and my mom were talking about this. That Jay-Z and Diddy, right? They both had this thing, right? Diddy got caught, and people were like, okay, Jay-Z's gonna be next. But here's the thing. Before anyone is even bringing up Jay-Z, my mom and I, we were the biggest Jay-Z fans. So we were immediately like, Jay-Z's probably next, right? But here's the thing, and this is what we kind of figured out. You want to sit up with me? Okay. We figured out that, see, Diddy does the thing where he has all this stuff going on, but he's not as smart as Jay-Z. And that's the difference.
Okay.
Jay-Z is Penguin level smart, where he's gonna figure out how to get out of the situation. He's smart, bro. Okay. There's a reason why Jay-Z is who he is because he's one of the smartest people alive, and people don't realize that, and people underestimate him, and that's why he's able to move the way he does. So Jay-Z, he's not gonna get caught. You can say all the things you want. You might think that he's gonna get caught, but here's the thing: he's not, because he is the ultimate mastermind, crime mastermind. Yeah, he's probably doing the worst shit that you guys all probably hate and think is terrible, and he probably is. Who knows what he's really doing? Who cares? Him and Beyonce, they have way too much money. Who knows what they're doing? But Jay-Z's too smart. Now, I was gonna say maybe the people around him might get Jay-Z caught up, but here's the thing too: Jay-Z doesn't keep no dumb people around him either. He knows better. He knows the first thing to get caught up is like the more people you add to knowing something, the more likely it is to be told. Right? And Jay-Z ain't adding anybody on the outside. He's not.
Sheesh.
He knows that. You know that video where Dame Dash and all them are like going crazy in the back, and Jay-Z's just like,
yeah.
You know that video?
Yeah.
That's the moment where he was like, I can't involve anybody like that.
Yeah.
Nobody else. It's just me. I gotta fuck the big three. It's just me. It's just big me.
I ain't gonna lie, that was one of the dopest little Jay-Z videos I seen, because everybody was around and everybody was all hype, and then they were asking Jay-Z something, and he was like, and he just directed to all his homies.
Yeah.
Which was really dope to me. That was really sick to me.
He moves different. Like, that's the thing, is he moves different, and he's not gonna get caught up like that. Diddy moves dumb. Diddy's too showboaty and too dumb and too
flashy.
Yeah. Jay-Z's not like that, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna move with the freaking $3 million watch, and you're gonna be like, oh shit. But he's not gonna dress up like Joker for Halloween and be like, I'm the Joker. Like, like, he's not dumb like that, dude. He's not gonna do that shit. That's why I always like Jay-Z.
You know, I told somebody the other day, I was saying that what was I, in Uber, I think? Anyways, I think it's really interesting with the whole cancel culture. I think Chris Rock had a special called Selective Outrage or something like that.
Yeah.
And I said this thing where we have selective cancellation. We have selective cancellation.
For sure.
You got to understand, bro. Let me tell you the people who are canceled right now. R. Kelly. He was no longer relevant to us.
Yeah.
So, boom, cancel. Get him out of here. He peed on a little girl.
Back in the day,
and
when he was
people all
relevant.
saw him.
When he was
relevant, but nobody cared.
He married Aaliyah when she was
We were
underage.
young, so we were young, so we couldn't cancel him. But like all the older people would just let that slide.
Yeah.
And he was just really out here, like really killing it. Same with
Oh, look it. Wait. What does my shirt say?
Do you have your passport?
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Do you want to come back with Rob to America? That's Rob. That's R. Kelly.
Exactly.
That's Robert Kelly right there.
Who else though? Harvey Weinstein.
He was out there doing that.
Harvey Weinstein wasn't relevant anymore.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein wasn't relevant anymore.
Once they're like done,
and,
yeah. Diddy just got
Bill Cosby wasn't relevant anymore.
Diddy just got his like stuff last year. Like last year,
yeah,
the one thing I was tripping on is like Diddy, like last year they had the whole award ceremony where they gave him like artist of this generation or something like that.
But he wasn't. But you got to think though, what is he really doing for music?
Yeah, he's over.
He's not relevant anymore for what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's not useful anymore.
I feel like it's selective cancellation with like, especially these blogs and these media outlets.
James Charles is still out there, guys.
Who is that?
Exactly. But no.
Who is it?
James Charles is like this he's a makeup influencer on YouTube.
Oh.
And he's
a gay dude?
Yes, but he's been caught having like sexual conversations with like minors on Snapchat multiple times, and he's still on YouTube. They're still promoting him.
Selective cancellation
Because he's too big.
Yeah,
they don't want to. And
I mean, he should be still relevant.
He should be in jail.
Is he still relevant?
Yes, he should be in jail.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that once you're not what's the word, like once you're not
relevant anymore,
or like useful, yeah. I feel like you definitely get canceled.
Yeah, you're out.
Shout out to my guy, man, and you know I still don't believe it, but my guy Michael Jackson, I feel like he wasn't relevant anymore. Michael Jackson's still the biggest person, and before he died, or not even before he died, when he was getting that little kid stuff, when that kid stuff was happening, I think he was still. I don't even know if he's making music anymore.
I don't think he was like that big.
Yeah, so
I mean, he was still big, but he wasn't like.
I feel like selective cancellation. So now it's like, let's go get him.
Once they're not making money for them anymore, maybe. Yeah, whoever's running it,
and I think
what their point is, what Kamikaze's point, I think, in what's saying is, or what he's trying to say is that Jay-Z's the one, like making those decisions and running the thing.
Oh my god,
Jay-Z and Beyonce. There's the scapegoats, bro.
I don't know, especially if Jay put Cole on. Cole,
why would he?
Why the hell would Cole?
That was my immediate thought.
Why would he jeopardize his position? Like I get, like I'm a what do you call it? I'm a expose them. I'm gonna expose them, but. That was Cole's first project.
Yeah.
He just got signed. There is no way Cole is like, oh, she knows. Sean Cole and
Beyonce,
Sean what's his name? Sean Carter and Beyonce knows killed Aaliyah. Like, why the hell would he do that on his first project? Listen, y'all gotta understand, bro.
Jay-Z was young when Aaliyah died. Like,
and listen, y'all gotta understand, bro. I'm not signed. If Hop signed me today, I'll be hyped, right? I'll be so hyped. I'll be walking on eggshells not to mess that up. Like, why the hell would I be like, F Hobson, he under the Dobson. Why would you do that? Because this guy just put you on, and now you're about to be the biggest star in the world, and you go and make a song called She Knows, talk about your boss and his wife. Like, that's crazy. You guys are wild.
Here's the other thing, too. Guess who's making money off that song?
Jay-Z.
You think those views, that YouTube money, a lot of that's going to Jay-Z's kids, dude. That's Blue is eating off a plate that is from She Knows.
Yeah. I don't believe that. I mean,
it's so
some
dumb.
of the conspiracy stuff I really believe is true, and I think some stuff is cool, is true, but like that is a reach from
super reach.
That's a super reach, bro.
Dude. That's a bigger reach than Mephisto. Mephisto's behind all this, actually. That's the real twist. Jay-Z's working for Mephisto.
Yeah, bro.
All right, I have a little side story. This is funny. I wanted to tell you about this off the podcast, but this happened last night. It was funny. Kat wanted my girl. She wanted to go get a tea. She's gonna be so mad I'm telling this on the podcast because she's gonna be like, "Oh, you would say this on the podcast, right?" But it's so funny. We went to go get she wanted to go get like coffee, like Vietnamese coffee or whatever, like some boba and stuff. Okay. And we went to this place, but at UCI.
Irvine.
Yeah, in Irvine. Okay. But at UCI, which is the college over there. Yeah. And it's open late. So when we went, it was a bunch of college students going like late to go get coffee and stuff, right? And we're there, and I was like, I feel so weird being here. Like, I'm so much older than these people. And Kat's like, they're not even that young. Like, they're in college. They're like 20, 21, sometimes 22.
Bro, we're 32.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's why I said, I'm like, I still feel weird. Like, I'm 10 years older than them. Like, it's weird. But then, it was funny. There was a bunch of, like, cute Asian girls there, because it's UCI.
What you guys say the other night?
What
you guys say the other night? ABGs?
Yeah, but they weren't ABGs.
Asian baby girls?
They weren't ABGs, but they were just
What's the Asian baby girl then?
I'll show you pictures.
Okay.
Lorna.
All right.
Okay. I'll boop that.
Just take that whole part out, right?
No, I'll just bleep that part. That's funny.
Yeah, take that whole part out, bro. That part, because you don't even want to have to explain that. Yeah.
It's fine. But it's funny. Okay, so we're there, and I noticed one of these girls, she keeps looking at me, and I was just like, whatever. I wasn't even thinking about it. But then Kat was like, dang, that girl kept looking at you. She kept checking you out and stuff, and I was like, hey, whatever. Hey, it is what it is. And then I was just playing, and I was like, they're checking me out, whatever. And she's like, oh, they're so young though. I'm like, you just said like they're like 21, 22. You just said that they're not that young, whatever. Like, so now when I'm saying they're too young and I feel weird here, then you're like, oh, they're not that young. But then when they start checking me out, then all of a sudden now they're too young, right? Now it's like, they're young. Why are you? They're checking you out. Yeah, they're whatever. Blah. I'm like, yeah, okay. And as we're leaving, these other two girls walked past us, and they were looking at me like super hard. And Kat was like, that girl was like checking you out so fucking hard. Like, she wasn't even like trying to be subtle with it. And I was like, hey, yo, like, I got it. I was being so stupid, bro. I was getting so, I was.
You're feeling yourself, huh?
I was feeling myself. And I was like, damn, I just got my hair cut. I'm not even trying. I just got off work. I just got off work. I just throw on some clothes real quick. I just came to go get you some boba, but like, I didn't know I got it like that. And she was so mad about it. And she posted about it on Instagram saying like, I'm not the jealous type, but these girls were really out here like looking at him, and I was like, I didn't even know I got it. Like, so the whole night I was just like being so annoying, dude. I was the whole night last night I was like, shit, like don't let me outside. Like, you gotta be careful. Like, I'm just saying, I still got it. Anyways, it was funny.
That's funny.
A little side story.
Shout out to Kat, man.
It's funny how one verse can fuck up the game.
He's faithful over here.
It's funny how one verse can fuck up the game, but it's also funny how one haircut can fuck up the game. That's the difference.
That's true.
It's funny how much a haircut can make a difference.
That's true. Nah, facts, man. I gotta get my barber. He's not working this week, so I'm about to go to Vegas like this.
Funny enough, my barber's name is Vegas. He's from Vegas. Shout out to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Vegas and have my cousin do it. Gerard left already, so
I know. Avery's brother, he's a barber, and he was here this weekend, and he was talking about, he was like, bro, I was so excited. I was gonna cut all your guys' hair and shit. I brought my clippers. I have everything in the car. I'm down to cut everyone's hair right now. And I was like, I literally just got a haircut on Thursday. I wish you would have told me because I spent $55 on this haircut.
Oh yeah.
And I wish you would have just. I could have got a free haircut.
55, man.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I don't have locks because I only get like a $20 lineup, and then he cuts the beard off.
Yeah, but you're
still $20 is still crazy.
Twists are crazy, right?
$300.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Retwist is crazy.
Stupid.
$300.
Yeah.
That's a PlayStation.
That's stupid. Dude.
Every time you get your hair retwisted.
Stupid, bro.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I mean, it takes a long time though. It's like 7-8 hours.
Shit, that's a full work day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, shit though. But I don't know. Anyways, that was funny. But listen, guys. Here's to sum up this episode. Right. We got the Penguin. Amazing. We got Agatha. Amazing. We got Rings of Power. If you're not watching that, it's amazing. Please go watch that. Watch Lord of the Rings first if you haven't watched Lord of the Rings. Watch The Hobbit. It's a lot of hours invested. 9 hours each series. That's 18 hours plus however many episodes of Ring of Power. It's a lot of hours.
That's a lot.
A lot of hours. But it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Watch all that stuff. Watch along with us. That's what this is. I realized today. I'm like this. That's what this show is. That's what this podcast is. Is we are, bless you. We are we are companions to when you watch new shows. The new shows come out and we talk about it, bro. That's what it is. Whatever's popping, whatever's hot, we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna talk about it and tell our opinions on it because we watched it and we heard it. And
there is a movie coming out called Megalopolis.
Megalopolis. Oh yeah, it's some famous director, and it's like one.
It looks very like How the Gentleman looked, where it's like it's interesting, but I don't know. So I think I'm gonna go see it when I'm in Vegas.
I think it's gonna be really good. I think I forgot the director's name that directed, but he's like a super famous director, and he like makes like only specific movies, and he's been working on this movie for like 10 years or something crazy. Damn. It's gonna be like one of those ones. It's supposed to be like his masterpiece. Okay. So I don't know. It looks weird. Well, it got
a lot of stars in it, so
yeah.
I mean, when that's a super hit or miss when you got a bunch of stars.
I think it's gonna be very abstract, and people aren't gonna get it, and people are gonna be like, "This movie sucks." But I think, in hindsight, like 10 years from now, we're gonna look back at it and be like, "Oh, that was a masterpiece" or something.
Well, I'm gonna go see it. I'm in Vegas this week, y'all. If you're in Vegas Friday, I got a show. Well, it's not a show. It's an open mic. I was going to Vegas for a couple of interviews. Shout out to my guys, Gorilla Cross. Shout out to my guys, Fifth Element. I'm gonna do a couple of interviews. About to drop a new song, so I'm just. Yeah, guess do like a press run, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. So I just wanted to do a performance while I was there. So I found an open mic on Friday.
Dope.
And yeah, if you free Friday, it's free. It's at the Goat Sports Bar.
Go.
And yeah, man.
LeBron's gonna be there.
Nah, I'm there.
The Goat.
The Goat.
The Goat. Yeah, the Goat. Go to rapping.
Yeah. But yeah, man. And yeah, like I just said, a new song is upon us, and I like it. Sometimes you just gotta pop out and show them.
Yep. Certified boogeyman. I'm the one that's up to school with
him. You gotta pop out and show them. So.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for your new song. I'm excited for what's going to come. I'm gonna show Avery this big Sean freestyle, and then I got to work on this episode because it's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah, I gotta go to workout. I gotta go work out too. I lost 9 pounds.
Sheesh.
Officially 9 pounds.
Fit boy.
Fat boy fit is in effect, y'all. 9 pounds down, bruh.
Damn.
It's crazy too because it's hard. I'm hungry. I just gotta go to my car and get eat my banana.
The only way I can lose 9 pounds that quick is if you cut off my dick. And with that being said, guys, this is the Above the Multiverse podcast. I'm Adrian Blest. That's Avery Harden. Like the video, subscribe, tell a friend, tell everybody you know. This is the podcast that you guys watch after the new shows come out, the new movies come out. This is the podcast for you guys, all right?
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah,
that's pretty good, man.
Yeah, we love you guys, though.
That was probably the best. That was probably the best bar that I've heard you hit.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right. Told you, Lil Wayne, you ain't got nothing on me, bro. Real G's moving in silence like lasagna. You know what I mean?
Man. Hey,
well,
thanks for subscribing. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you guys. Till next time. Till next week. We love you guys.
Peace.